a live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Sellers. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's Sellers to throw. Going to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Turning it on! He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with the dub.
And what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
Finds his man on the RPO. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. And the RPO got it. Got a lot of room to the right. At the 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, a double pass. Out wide right, it's McAllister. You reach this portion of the season, in games like this, top 5 showdown can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right, and if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
He's got the back in the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And I think it's safe to say LaNorris Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football.
It's a seam wide open. The 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Hits inside, it's McAllister. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this 1st down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Direct snap. It's Phillips. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. RPO complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Third and long right here. There he goes. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Takes the handoff. It's McAllister. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They didn't look to push it downfield, and the running back not quite able to get to the sticks.
Yeah, but I don't mind the decision. I like getting it to my guy and trusting him to make a play and get the first down. But now, puts me in a different situation. 4th down. Do I want to go for it? What do I want to run?
Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Turns it upfield. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. He breaks a tackle. Open space in the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it. It's McAllister. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year.
Gonna run it. It's McAllister. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Field goal is good. They trim the lead to 5. It's 15-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. If they hadn't gotten him there, he might still be running. He's down at the 47. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Frazier. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Rush right in his face. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Throwing, Sellers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open early?
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Snags it. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Georgia going up tempo.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Free yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. From the red zone, it's Frazier. They were all over it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out wide left, it's Frazier. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Play fake, Sellers. He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half and they'll send out the field goal team. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. The lead is now back down to 9. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 6 team, the Michigan State Spartans.
They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42.
And it's the Wolverines, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. Make it now 7 straight victories, one of the longest win streaks in all the FBS. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Sets his feet, it's Stockton. Right side, it's Taylor. Into the end zone, he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going. Makes the grab in their space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now, and it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Left side is Harbor. Turns it on in midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sellers. Setting up the screen. Runs through a tackle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Sellers on the play action. Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
Fourth down, Sellers. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here's Sellers to throw. Turns it upfield. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Throwing, Sellers. Out wide right, it's McAllister. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Out wide left, it's Hunt. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Right side, it's Harbor. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Nowhere to go.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Frazier again. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Finding some room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll give to Frazier. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Frazier again. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Sellers. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. He's loose. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Right down the middle. Snags it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. On the move. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Pick up, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Frazier again. Got enough for the first down. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Here's a give to Frazier. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Handoff, Frazier running left. Crosses the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. from inside his own 15, looking for room. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it way down the field. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush is on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Throwing, Sellers. Unleashes one. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Needs it. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
Offensively, this is a beautiful timeout because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad.
And the defense sniffs it out, and they're all over it. Down he goes. Couldn't even get the throw off on the trick play. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Georgia going up tempo. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Left side is Phillips. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown Bulldog. And the beatdown has ensued. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Number 91, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Sellers under pressure, and it's a sack. Georgia using its final timeout here. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this.
There he goes. He's at the 50. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Sells the run, looking to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Out wide right, it's Tuggle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Wants to throw. It's Duckworth. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Again, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Got him downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that